What's going on YouTube? JT Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my Godzilla comic reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Godzilla Kai-Sei Era, issue number 4. This is written by Tim Seeley with artwork by Nicolas Hizmeznia. I think that's how you pronounce it. And last where we left off, we saw Colonel Riviera, Nadine, and the fire guy Incense, I think was his name. I keep wanting... Incense sounds close to something else, and, you know, I don't want to accidentally say that. Well, we also had Jacen, or Jack, I don't know how you pronounce it, and Dr. Shiba going off with Jet Jaguar to kind of locate Godzilla and all that, too. So they both kind of split off and went their separate ways. Jet Jaguar is kind of carrying them. It's kind of weird how Jet Jaguar just kind of carries them in his hands. How do they have enough air to survive? Maybe he has to constantly resurface or something. I'm surprised they don't just, like, go inside of Jet Jaguar or something. Like, you know, like Pacific Rim, where they have the little head of the Jaeger that they kind of pilot around in that too. So, but they're doing there. She's, you know, doing some analyzing work on the Yacumama stuff and trying to pinpoint where it comes from. And she's also trying to train him on the pressure points and trying to move Godzilla away and all that stuff too. We also have Nadine, Incense, and Riviera going off into this little hidden area. They crush through and find things underground. We also find out that his name is Stefan. We find out why she's kind of has a thing for Jacen, and he's like, "Oh, you used to never be this way. Why don't you pay attention to me?" She's like, "Well, I like him because he's real and out in the open. You don't actually like try to be yourself." But then the big twist or kind of surprise reveal is where they end up is they find Lament, the giant talking kaiju, because they're after the leeches and all that stuff too. Godzilla also attacks the city. Jet Jaguar gets into a brief battle with him, and Jacen also tries to like help kind of fight him off, and they kind of push Godzilla into another direction. So at least we get some action in there too. He's kind of utilizing her training and stuff. We learned that G-Force has secretly been working with Lament, the giant kaiju thing that's been using these leeches against him too. So that's kind of a nice little like interesting reveal. But we kind of see a little bit more like Godzilla kind of made him like this, but we don't know how and why. So I'm keen to see where that mystery unfolds. But I thought it was interesting because it seemed like he was the big mastermind behind all this evil kind of stuff going around. He just wants to see Godzilla meet his end. But having a kaiju that talks to like humans is a very interesting like angle to take it. It's not something I've really seen much of before, and I think that makes it a little bit more scarier. Just seeing this giant monster, just like you think, okay, animalistic qualities, and it just starts talking. Like that kind of crap your pants sort of moment there too. So eventually, Godzilla kind of makes its way to where they're all at, and then he's going to face off against the giant Yacumama, and that's basically where the issue ends. Now, I did see something about how IDW is trying to do the death of Godzilla. And they even had a cover, I think it's like issue 6 or something like that. I guess spoilers for stuff ahead, which is kind of surprising. I'm sure it won't be for long. Godzilla always finds a way back because they're trying to have a whole death of Superman angle, but this time the death of Godzilla. Even the cover is a nice callback to that too. So, because like with Toho's rules, generally if Godzilla dies, another Godzilla has to take his place. So it's hard to really kill off Godzilla in some sort of like capacity because of those rules. But then again, this is a comic. Maybe it's different for comic books as opposed to it is for like movies and such. So, but I thought this was a pretty like solid issue of the, you know, the stuff so far. I thought the stuff with like the reveal of Lament and how always kind of tied together with G-Force was an interesting thing. Not something I necessarily expected, but it'll be interesting to see when he comes face to face with Godzilla at some point, because Godzilla's going to fight this Yacumama thing or whatever. So, but good stuff overall. The series is growing on me a little bit with each month. And I'm keen to see where we go from here, and especially with the whole announcement of the death of Godzilla. Is it going to be like the reign of Godzilla or something? Because, you know, death of Superman and all that too. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm enjoying it. So I think it's getting a little bit better with each subsequent issue. But what do you all think of it? Post your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. All other fun stuff. I got 2 more books I got to catch up on. Then I should be all caught up before the new comic books drop tomorrow. So I'm trying to get all situated in that regards. And then I should be all set for the new week. So yeah, a lot of catching up to do, but it needs to be done. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.